Thank you for joining me today for Wednesday with Wendy, where I come on here every Wednesday for a live stream to share tips and tools to help you empower your kids while helping yourself. I love this group because me as a mom of a 20-year-old and a 15-year-old, I wish I had something like this when my kids were younger and give me ideas to help take care of them, to empower them. I know that by with the focus that I've had recently over the last couple of years, it's really not only helped me take more responsibility for myself when I'm sharing every week and I want to have great content for you guys, but it really is helping my kids to notice that I care about my health. And so that kind of ripples over. It has a ripple effect on them. Even though I ask them, if they want to eat what I'm eating or do what I'm doing, they'll often say no. But today was one of those days when I asked my daughter, because today we're talking about celery juice. I asked my daughter, and she has said, I've been doing this juicing thing for about a month, and she hasn't been interested in it. And today she said yes. She didn't even say no. So don't give up on the things that you feel is important for you and your family, and just keep at it. And just, be patient with your kids, because they'll notice how it makes you feel, and it'll empower them to want to do it themselves. So that's what this group is for, is to help you feel more, just supported in helping your kids get the tools they need so that when they go out on their own, they can take care of themselves and don't have such a hard time in that transitioning from being at home, being taken care of by mom, and being able to do it on their own. So this week we're talking about detox and dehydration. And the two main systems of the body that I wanted to focus on for detoxing is the liver and the skin. And I know many of you, just like me, I don't have to wear a mask all the time, but I know that with my kids, they wear a mask every day. And it's kind of frustrating for them because their skin isn't able to breathe like it normally does. We have all these germs in our mouth, and it's like constantly getting all over their skin. So I thought this would be a really great connection to bring my juicing experience into this video, because we all would love to improve our skin. And it also, I will have to say, it just came to my mind that with the skin, directly with the celery juice, is an antioxidant. So we'll go into that a little bit more. It helps to, it slows down the aging process. So don't we all want that in our life? Yeah. So anyways, so why I got started with this juicing. This is something new. My juicing journey is fairly short. I've been wanting a juicer for a long, long, long time. And I just, haven't spent the money on it. So this year I decided, because I'm in a social media group, it's actually a Patreon community group. The challenge for May was a juice detox. So I took on the challenge, and what happens when you're in a group that you really love and that you just really connect with, and that you just feel like you get a lot of quality content out of, is that you just want to be a part of it, and you want to be a part of something, and you just want to get involved. So that's hopefully what this community can do for you, is to help you get excited about your health and your happiness, and get involved in taking these tips and tools and actually using them in your life. So that was what happened to me. That's how it started with me. The juicing journey started with the community that I'm in Patreon. And he's like, we're going to do a detox this month. We're going to do a 3-day detox. and I bought my juicer. I got it for my birthday. My birthday was March 7th. So I was like, oh, what better time to get involved with the juicing detox than now. So I used my birthday money to buy not like a super fancy juicer, but one that I could use my birthday money for, and just got a good enough one that would help me at least get started. And if I get really serious about it, who knows, maybe I'll get a nice one later down the road. So I've also, another reason why I'm interested in juicing is because if you're like me, you're super interested in the health benefits of food. So when I first got my smartphone, and I haven't had mine for like a super long time, it took me a while to get from my 4S to my 7, which I still have. When I first got my smartphone, I loved searching for, well, I guess with the 4S, I still searched for these things, but like avocados, I search in, the search bar. What is the health benefits of avocados? And so I would do that with so many things, and my kids would be like, oh, Mom, they roll their eyes at me, and, because like I'd sit there and like pull up these articles online, and I'd like, guess what I made today? This is the health benefits of what our dinner is tonight. So I used to just do that all the time, and I still love it. I love the finding out what the healing benefits of food is for our bodies. So from there, the community that I'm in, he suggested a great way to help get through the 3-day weekend was to buy books. And so one of those books I bought was a medical medium book. And I just want you to know that I think that he's amazing. I love his energy, and I love his content in his book. I love reading about not just the health benefits, but the spiritual benefits of food. So that's what's really cool about him. This is a little bit different that way. And I'm way into all of that. So it works for me, and it really helped me to stay focused and have a purpose and intention in my cleansing and my juice cleanse. So interestingly enough, I had some synchronicities happen while I was while I did that. Well, since I've done the detox, I've had some synchronicities, some things line up in your life. And it's interesting that we see more synchronicities when our minds are clear. So if you're wanting to see synchronicities and, kind of like the arrow pointing, okay, this is it, pay attention to this, we must have a clear mind to be able to be aware of these synchronicities, of these, that they're not just chance, that we're actually attracting what we want into our life. And so we have to, have a still body, clear mind, and an open heart to receive the information that's like all these synchronicities that are showing up in our life, and be able to see them and point them out and say, yeah, this is because I did that. So interesting information came up for me, some synchronistic information that I had no idea was in my path, because I chose to do this for myself. So that's another really important key to creating change and bringing things into your life that are more healthy and bring you more happiness, is to be willing to say yes to you. So you got to say yes to you first before things start lining up for you. So when I said yes to me, to this juice detox, I bought the book, I started reading about celery juice, and then my brain started saying, oh my gosh, there's some really cool things about this celery juice that I can use in helping to heal my clients and put the correct information they need in their energy work, and the energy work that I'm doing with them. I use that in the bowls, and I also use the information that I received in learning about juicing for my family, not just, and especially for psoriasis. This is a difficult, you know, health issue that a lot of people have. Psoriasis is just, it just won't go away, right? So there was a really cool connection between celery juice and psoriasis and acne, especially the skin. It was the skin issues that really came up for me. And so that being said, I wanted to share with you, this is where I get into my notes. I wanted to share with you some specific things about the liver and well, specifically for the liver, and why staying hydrated is important in detoxing the liver. So we're going to start first with a burdened liver, which is a liver that is completely burdened with toxins and the problems that happen because the liver is burdened. So many health problems and imbalances happen due to a burdened liver, which means that there's a toxic buildup in the liver and it hinders kidney and bowel function. And it causes fogginess and sluggish feelings, like feeling foggy and sluggish. It causes a fatty liver, which it causes like some more serious health issues. Can lead to, like a complete dysfunction of the liver. The burdened liver inhibits elimination of unhealthy cells that can lead to cancer. So when the liver is burdened and combined with a congested lymph system, which is, when I describe the lymph system to my clients, I describe it to them like it's the garbage disposal for the blood. The blood, it's like a sieve. The veins are like a sieve and they drop into the lymph nodes. And if the lymph nodes are congested, then the body can't eliminate those toxins when the blood is cleaning itself, the lymph cleans the blood and flushes the toxins out through elimination. And if there's congestion in the lymph, then this garbage disposal is stuck. And so when that happens, when our lymph is congested and the liver is burdened and the blood and also the blood, when it's congested and stuck, then the toxins have to move somewhere. The body is so smart that it wants to get rid of unhealthy toxins in the body that's causing more damage and more inflammation and other health problems down the line. So it pushes it out through the skin. The skin is a major detox organ of the body. So let's talk about hydration and juicing. We're going to start talking about water first and why it's so important. When I tell my clients, drink 24 ounces of water, actually I say 42 ounces of water 24 hours prior to your appointment, drink 42 ounces of water 24 hours after your appointment. And this is something that I tell everybody, and I don't know if they do it, but this is why. Water lubricates your joints. It assists the body in absorbing vital nutrients and minerals. It regulates the body's temperature. Water aids in digestion and elimination. Water helps curb cravings and maintain healthy weight. Water helps Oh, my notes don't make sense. Okay. Water helps the liver detox and relieves the burden on the liver. So that's just a short list of what water can do for us. There's so many other things that water is good for. And I know that you've heard me talk about water before and sunlight and the information that water has, because we are more than 70% water. So water is super, super important for our brains and every organ of the body. And hydrates our skin, and because we get itchy skin if we're dehydrated, so things like that. And so now I want to talk about why celery juice. Why is that such a, if you're like me, you've heard about celery juice in the past, and I just thought it was like, oh, it's just a fad. It's something that, it's not that important. Well, after reading about why the medical medium talks so highly of celery, I wanted to share it with you. It's super fascinating. So, celery juice is made up of 95% water. So when you drink it in the morning, it's hydrating your body. It's packed full of vitamins and nutrients, including 12 antioxidants. It is loaded full of potassium, calcium, vitamin C, beta carotene, flavonoids, vitamin A. It supports blood sugar and it's very low on the glycemic index, so it will balance out your blood sugar. It's an anti-inflammatory. It reduces toxic liver heat. It kills shingles virus. It fights autoimmune disease, which is, shingles is autoimmune. Eradicates strep bacteria, which I want to come back to in a little bit because strep is one of those connections I made with psoriasis. It helps with acid reflux. So if you have, some of my clients have major acid reflux, I hope you're listening, because there's an opening at the top of the stomach where it goes into the esophagus that will help calm that down so that you don't get that heartburn. Celery juice also flushes out toxins from the liver, and of course, not through the skin, but through elimination. Celery juice contains sodium cluster salts, critical for the brain, and it also eliminates bloating and SIBO. SIBO is like kind of like irritable bowel syndrome, but a more severe form of it. So if you are experiencing any kind of digestive discomfort, start drinking celery juice. So coming back to my personal interest with celery juice and why I am now juicing it every day for my family. Just so you know that 2 whole stalks of celery feeds 4 people, no problem. I think one stalk is like 2 cups of celery juice. So if you want to drink a cup of celery juice, which is a perfect serving for one person, then you just buy, 1 stalk for 2 people. So that's how you calculate it. So I am now juicing I do it more from, I feel really good because I'm doing it, but when you're doing it for other people, it motivates you to do it regularly. So now I'm doing it every day for my husband's psoriasis and for my kids' complexion. And the reason I was so excited about the connection, the synchronicity of this whole thing was because of the strep bacteria. After doing a little bit of research, I found that strep is an underlying cause of psoriasis. And so I was like, I've always kind of wondered, why he has inflamed lymph nodes right here. And it's because when he was younger, he had strep a lot, and so they took out his adenoids. So now he doesn't have his adenoids, and he gets, when he has allergies, his throat gets really sore and dry, and he always has this inflammation in his throat. So I know that it's not having his adenoids is affecting his lymph system. So that brings me back to where I started this video, talking about a congested lymph system, which is where he's feeling that right here. And he gets psoriasis around his eye and other parts of his body. It's not like super severe because we have a fairly healthy diet, but it's just kind of underlying and always there. So when I started to do my bowl work, it's called the Red Door Energy, Remote Energy Healing. I looked into clearing the strep bacteria from his body. And what I found was that there are specific body parts in his body that were still there was strep in his body still left over from when he had it when he was younger. So if you have ever had strep in your life, I've had strep, then it's something that doesn't just go away. It just kind of gets hidden and under, like the body hides viruses and bacteria. And so I was explaining to another client the other day that that's something that our immune systems are really good at, is helping to push down and hide the viruses and bacteria in our body until we become, susceptible, and our immune system's kind of like lower, and then those things come up to the surface. So one thing I wanted to add here too is that massage therapy is excellent for moving the blood and dumping toxins and whatever the blood it doesn't need. Helps to move that and drop it into the lymph system. The massage also helps to move the lymph nodes and get the lymph system uncongested so it can move easier and the body can detox easier on its own. And that's why the water is so important to flush out those toxins when you get a massage. So super healthy to receive regular body work. And I love having the opportunity to support people between their sessions, or even if they don't see me and they live in another state, I do the remote energy healing so that we can figure out what the underlying cause is of these health issues that you don't have to live with your whole life. You really don't. Your body is really smart, and if you give it the right information, which is what the Red Door does, is it sends you information. It re-educates your body. We find out the missing pieces of, missing pieces that maybe Western medicine or other, therapies that you've tried. We can figure out what those missing pieces are and just put them back in place. And we just peel back one layer at a time and figure out, okay, what's going on here? We're going to peel back this layer, see if we can heal this layer, then we peel back that layer and heal that layer, the next layer underneath that, and we really get down and deep to the underlying issues of your health issues. And it really is a good complementary tool to any any therapies that you're doing, mental, physical, any wellness therapies that you might be doing is a great complementary tool. One thing, so that kind of just wraps it up for my juicing journey, but also takes me into an exciting announcement where I want to share this celery juice with you, and in person. I'm inviting 4 people. Just keeping it really small. I'm inviting 4 people to a women's retreat in my home, and the date is set for May 16th, and it's just a day retreat from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So at this retreat, I'm calling it Nurturing Yourself with Nature and Return to Balance. Take home 3 tools to rest and reset your body, mind, and soul. Come fill your cup and go home feeling lighter, more clear, more centered, and grounded. So at this retreat, you can expect a couple of different things. One super exciting thing that I want to put out there and see if it sticks. I'm just going to throw out an idea and see if it sticks with any of you, is to start this retreat with a 30-day movement challenge, which will start April 18th. And what it is the challenge is to move 20, I think I wanted to move 5 days a week. So that's 20 days total of movement out of the 30 days. So if you bunch all of those days together, you can do it back to back and get it over with in 21 days. Or you can just work out 5 different days during the week and call it good. And I'm doing this because I have had a 2-year hiatus from exercise, and I have been a gym freak for years until about 2 years ago when I decided that I needed to free up some time to do some extra yard work. So I never really got back into it. And the last time I did anything challenging with my body was a 10K at the Ogden Marathon with my neighbor in February 2 years ago. So my knees are starting to go, hello, I need some strength here. So I am putting this out there because, first of all, I want some accountability. I want to keep, my movement going. And so I'm going to put together a 30-day calendar full of activities that you can, if you have a spin bike at home, I'm going to be doing some 30-minute spin classes. So so that's another rule to this game, is that it only needs to be 30 minutes. And if you want to do more, then hey, that's awesome. So, but at least 30 minutes for 5 days a week for 4 weeks. And this calendar is going to be, I'm going to create a calendar that will involve online guidance. So I will guide a spin class at least once a week, maybe twice a week. And we'll get together and play pickleball, and we'll go hiking and I'll guide some stretching, videos and some core videos, and just kind of mix it up every week so that we have something different going on. So one in-person activity and the rest of the activities, online, virtual activities you can do at home. So if you don't have a spin bike, maybe if you have a bike in the garage, you can pull it out and put in your headphones, and you can just do it with us. And so that's the first part of it. That starts April 18th. It's in a little bit over a week. when we start that 30-day movement challenge. And then when you come for the retreat, like I said, only 4 people. So the first 4 people that jump on this deal, anybody can do the movement challenge, but only 4 people get to come in person. But I will have an online option so that I will send you the recordings from the retreat so that you can get all the content, and I'll just be recording my voice, and I'll just email you the recordings from the retreat. And so there is that option if you aren't able to get here in person and you'd like to still participate. So with the 4 people that register, that register for the retreat, and that will be by, if you register by May 16th, then we'll be meeting at my house in Layton, and it'll be just a day of, like I said, you'll take home 3 tools to rest and reset your body, mind, and soul. So the first tool is cleansing your body with fresh celery juice. So if you have a juicer, you can come and make it yourself, or I'll just make it for you. And I'll also be providing a light lunch. Tool number 2, clearing your mind by taking a break from your busy schedule to push the reset button and connecting to nature through your 5 senses. So we will be going on a nature walk because I live really close to Shoreline Trail, and we'll just be walking up the street, and I'll be guiding you through a meditative nature walk by using the 5 senses and just connecting to nature in a way that you never have before. And again, this is all levels ability, same with the 30-day movement challenge, all levels of ability. You don't have to worry about the difficulty of these challenges. Tool number 3 is calming your soul. We'll be doing a group healing experience guided by me, and you'll be learning how to tap into your natural self-healing abilities so that you can take those abilities home and share that natural healing gift that you possess with your family and your loved ones. So bonus content that we will be going over during the retreat, this will be just for the in-person retreat. So the first 3 tools, I will be sending you the information, the recordings from that, even the nature walk. I'll record my voice, and you can go on a nature walk on your own. So you'll be getting the first 3 tools in your email if you're not able to attend in person. But the 4th thing that I will be including in the in-person retreat is we'll be talking about honoring the masculine and feminine within. So completing that, returning to balance, cleansing your body, clearing your mind, calming your soul, and honoring the masculine and feminine within. So that is a complete balance of taking the time to reset your body, mind, and soul. So I hope that you'll consider signing up for this retreat. I'm super excited about the 30-day challenge, and you can just sign up for that. That's just completely free. So anyone who can sign up for that one, this is just kind of an experiment to see if anybody is interested. I want as many people to come to the movement challenge as possible, and we'll see what happens from there and see if we want to continue doing that every month. And so as a bonus to everyone who signs up, even the online people who sign up, as a bonus, you'll receive a follow-up after the retreat, we'll schedule a complimentary coaching call, body-mind coaching call, and I'll also provide a week of complimentary remote energy healing. And if you're somebody who would like, that jump start, that kick start into getting more active and moving your body more, and you struggle with either motivation, or if it's a physical struggle that is stopping you from moving, or some kind of like health issue, this is something that I really would love to dive into with you, so that if movement is a difficult thing for you due to physical impairment, like a joint, or just the energy, or lightheadedness, or something nutritionally that you're struggling with, that's difficult for you to get up and get moving, then we can look at that and use the energy work to help support you and re-educate your body into returning to balance and be able to do those things that you normally can't do. So I would love to talk to you about that. Even if you don't want to come to the retreat or sign up for the retreat, I would still love to connect with you and talk to you about those things and support you in any way I can. If you would like to connect with me, ask any questions about the retreat, just email me at info@wendylnelson.com. I'll share my information in the comments below. I'll also, you can also register. I'll put a registration link below in the comments. You can register for the retreat, it's only $66. So if you want to get the $66 price, it's only for 4 people. That will end April 18th. So $66 until April 18th, and then it goes up to $88. So, and that will just stay $88 until the retreat date on the 16th. So now until April 18th, it's $66. From April 18th to May 16th, it is actually probably 15th, the day before. So I know that you're coming, so I can prepare for lunch. That'd be $88. So I'll share that link below in the comments. And if you have any questions, reach out to me either on Messenger or personal message, or my phone number is 801-628-5711. You can text me. I'm available. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you received some benefits from this video. And I hope to see you next week. We'll be talking more about the movement challenge. So join me next week, and